be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot. I be beaming.
What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. Hope you enjoy the content. And before we get into this video, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all. So today I'm eating something that I've never had before. I have never had Cracker Barrel before. So that's what's on the menu. I ordered the grandma's sampler, and I have pancakes. I have eggs with cheese, bacon, ham, sausage, and a hash brown casserole. So shout out to everybody on Patreon. I asked them to vote, and they voted for me to eat a Cracker Barrel. So I'm excited. Everybody kept on talking about the hash brown casserole. Now, I did order this through DoorDash, so I did not go to the restaurant itself. So I don't know if that changes the experience at all, but I didn't feel like leaving the house, y'all. I didn't feel like getting dressed. I didn't feel like going nowhere. It's Friday. So I just wanted to be in the house, honestly. I wanted to be in the house, honestly. So that's what we did. We ordered in. I'm excited about these pancakes. So everything looks good. Look good. I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like it's going to live up to the hype. I just found out. So there's a couple of, I got my, I like the little glass containers for the syrup. There are a couple of Cracker Barrels in California, but they're like in the cut though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in the cut. And then my friend was just telling me right now, shout out to my friend Toya, we was talking, she was telling me that there's a Cracker Barrel kitchen in LA, like in the LA area, where you can't go to the restaurant. I mean, I guess it is open. You can't go to the restaurant, but you can order food to get delivered or you can pick it up. Pancake lovers. Pancakes are good. Really good. Okay. Yeah. Let's try the eggs. You like cheese in your eggs? If you do, this bite is for you. There you go. Okay. This is the hash brown casserole everybody was talking about. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So they got the order wrong, right? And I had ordered some extra hash browns in the original order, so I got the side, but I didn't get the one that came with the sampler, and I tried it already. These are delicious. So let me give y'all a bite of this too. I already had these though. Really good. It's a lot of flavor. I like that a lot. It's simple. Like it ain't got too much going on, just enough going on. Sausage is okay. I'm not a big ham person. But let's see. The ham is pretty good. Okay. Overall, this is a really solid breakfast. It is. Because a lot of places do not make breakfast good. Like, stuff is overcooked, undercooked. You know, lacks flavor. This is good. It is a solid breakfast. I would want to go back and try something else. I thought they only served breakfast. I didn't know. I just looked at their menu for the first time today. If anybody doesn't know, I'm in the Midwest right now. I'm in Ohio. I'm outside of the Columbus area. I'm having a really good time. I am. I'm having a really good time here, enjoying myself. Went to a comedy show last night. I've done some more vlogging, so I will have another vlog coming soon. I'm having fun. I'm having a really good chill time. I'm just enjoying my honey's company, you know, enjoying her company. I really do wish that I was out here during the basketball season. I would have loved to have gone to a Cleveland Cavaliers game. I would have loved that. So I'll have to make it a point to be out here for that. I'm getting full already. I feel like I'm eating fast. I'm hungry. Like I got, you know how like you go like a stretch of time not eating, and then like by the time you do eat, you get full really fast. As soon as I saw all of this, I'm like, oh, I'm about to smash that. I'm done. I'm full. All right, so I'm gonna get into a viewer topic. Y'all, this topic just popped up as I was getting ready for this video. I had another topic I was gonna do, but this popped up, so I had to prioritize this one. I had to bump the other one and put this one on, because I don't know, this just caught my attention. I know it'll catch yours as well. It's very intense, honestly. I don't know what else to say. It's very intense. And I think that, you know, the advice that the woman who wrote this letter or wrote the email to me, I think the advice she's looking for, that a lot of us might feel differently about what she should do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna get into that, y'all. I'm about to get into it. One more bite. Okay. All right. Wrote it out like I always do. Got to go some paper out to the side. All right, so this viewer topic says, Rhonda, I don't know where to start. I haven't told anyone in my family, but you can definitely share this on the channel. It says, I'm a 32-year-old woman who's had a toxic relationship with my mother my entire life. She abandoned me at a very young age. My father's parents stepped in to raise me. I don't think they wanted me around. Excuse me, their interest in raising me was to protect my father and their family name. My mother and I reconnected when I was 25. It started off rocky, but then we decided to go to therapy, and we covered a lot of ground in that first year. I was learning how to forgive her and see her as a flawed human being who had her own struggles with her parents. We were in a great place until 2 weeks ago when I found out my mother paid one of my cousins $10,000 to kill me. Me and my cousin aren't close, but as soon as she wired the money, he called me in disbelief. He thought she was bullshitting until the money hit his account. In all caps, it says my motherfucking mama came up with a plan to have my house shot up with me and my children inside. Apparently, she took out a $500,000 life insurance policy on me. I saw all of the text messages and also heard recordings. I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. I feel like I'll never be able to trust anyone ever again if the person who birthed me would do some shit like this. Please say something, say anything. Do I notify the police or keep this to myself? I need help. Y'all, my heart is racing right now the same way that it was when I first got this email. Like, I feel like my eyes just kept getting bigger and bigger the more I read, you know what I'm saying? And like the subject line of this email was, my mother tried to kill me. And I'm like, what? As soon as it came in my inbox. Man, first of all, I just want to say I'm really sorry that you had to experience something like this. Like, I mean, I've definitely seen situations like this on TV before, like on Snap. I've seen stuff like this, it happens. I never thought that, I'd run across someone to talk, want to talk to me about it personally. But this is a lot. Very traumatic. I mean, you already had a traumatic experience with your mother in your childhood being abandoned. And, abandonment issues weren't really deep, and so many things spiral and come from having abandonment issues, in terms of you trusting other people and maybe self-sabotage, like all kind of stuff comes along from that, along with abandonment. So you had that to work through. And, I know it felt very promising when you two were getting to a place of rebuilding your relationship. And it sounds like y'all have been good for some years now. So for y'all to be in a place of her putting in effort, you putting in effort to restore your relationship and, allow it to be whatever it is now, present day. And for this to happen, I just can't even imagine how this feels. And I'm curious, I just got the message today and you said that you haven't told your family. You probably don't even know how to tell them. But it sounds like you have evidence of this stuff, proof in terms of text messages and voice recordings and stuff like that of things your mother has said. And I don't even know what to say. I have no idea. But to answer your question on should you tell the police and notify the police, I'm not even gonna lie. If my mom had a price on my head like this and put together a plan that put my life in jeopardy and my children potentially, I'm definitely about to blow the whistle. I would definitely notify the authorities. Personally, I would. I don't feel like I would take it in my own hands and go get revenge. I would definitely, gather up my evidence and turn it into police. I would call the police. I would call the authorities because I couldn't how can you sleep at night? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And the thing about it is, like, what is your cousin going to tell your mom? That he just doesn't want to do it? I mean, I'm sure he's not going to say, like, hey, I told her what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, if she can't get it done with him, is she going to continue trying to come after you? And I don't know what her intention. Well, she has a policy out against you. So clearly she wants the money. But I mean, like, what would drive her to do something like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I mean, I don't know. Does she resent you? Is her resentment towards you because of your father? I mean, I don't know the backstory between their relationship or maybe the relationship she had with his family. I don't know. But this is very deep for a mother to even consider something like this, whether you and your child are on good terms or not. Like, it's not about y'all having the best relationship. How could anybody get to this point of wanting to put a price on their child's head? And I don't know if there's things that you're leaving out about your dynamic in your relationship, but still, there's nothing you could say to me that would make me be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea for your mother to do that. I will say this is that even if you don't tell, I hope you get to a place of telling somebody that you can share this with a best friend, or maybe, I don't know if you have any siblings or another cousin or somebody that you have close in your inner circle that you can share that this happened. Because you're going to need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very traumatic. I don't know if you want to relocate because of all of this. I have no idea, like, what comes along with this. But and you mentioned therapy earlier with your mother. I hope that you still have a therapist, available that you may be currently still seeing on your own that you can go and talk to about this. Because I think you're definitely going to have to talk to somebody. Somebody is going to have to help you with this, to get through this, the possibilities. Because what if it happened? What if your cousin carried this out? You know what I'm saying? What if your kids got injured or killed instead of you or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the what ifs would just be running through my mind. I would be so consumed with that, So I just hope that you have some type of support system in place. Like I said, somebody in inner circle, but then also a therapist or somebody you could talk to. Because this is serious. I wouldn't take this lightly, especially if you have evidence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I couldn't imagine one of my cousins saying something like that to me, but then you have the evidence to prove it. You got text messages and shit. Like, come on. So I don't know. And then I don't think that I could ever forgive my mother. We'd never be able to have a relationship again. Whether you decide to contact the authorities or not, I would never be able to forgive my mother for doing something like this. I wouldn't. And even if I did, I could forgive her, move past it, but I wouldn't want a relationship with her. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way I would want her in my life or around my children. To even consider something like this. So I'm telling y'all, my heart is racing. Like, this seemed like some movie shit. So this is a lot, but I'm glad that you reached out. I'm glad that you, felt comfortable enough sharing. And hopefully, the words that I'm, the advice I'm giving now and the things that are in the comments, will help you kind of think through this and figure out like your next steps on what you should do. But this is a lot. And I definitely will keep you in my thoughts for sure, because this is very intense and it's very deep and it's very layered. It's very complex, to have something like that happen, You know what I mean? Like, I mean, because maybe you've already had your own thoughts about you and your mother's relationship, you know, as you guys have been trying to restore it over the last couple of years or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it just seems like there's a lot to this, you know, a lot that, you know, you probably can't put in one message, but based on what you've given me, you know, that's my suggestion. So people, so please meet me in the comments, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Should she contact the police? Should she not? Should she confront her mother? What should she do? Should she call her therapist? What should she do? What should be her next steps? How would you handle the situation if this were you? All right. So meet me in the comments. I'll meet y'all there. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, the food was good. Thank you to everybody on Patreon that suggested Cracker Barrel. I got some other stuff coming up on Patreon as well. If you want to meet me over there and catch up on the content that is already there, go ahead and click the link below and sign up. All right. So I will meet y'all in the comments. Make the best of the day, y'all. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you